Hi guys, this is Ian, and in today's video tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how to play the song Superman by Five for Fighting. Now some of you might actually know this song from Boyce Avenue's cover of the song, which I have to say is awesome and actually inspired me to do this tutorial. Yeah, that's basically the song. So for those of you who've never seen my tutorials before, I cover a few things and basically they are I'll give you some simple chords which you can use. I'll give you some simple strumming patterns which you can apply, and then I'll step you through the song, or I'll give you a demonstration of how the chords and the strumming pattern are used to sing and play the song. I'll step you through the entire song to show you where the chords fit with the lyrics, and then at the end of the tutorial I'll give you some beginner tips and additional information which I feel will be useful to you. Alright? So that's basically what's covered in the tutorial. So to get started quickly, basically this song uses four main chords, and these chords are G major, D major, E minor, and C major. Okay, so G, D, E minor, and C. For those of you who aren't clear on how to play G, D, E minor, and C, please feel free to refer to the chords reference list, which is on the learnguitarfasttips.com website. Alright, so if you're on the site now, it's on the right side of the site. It's on the right side of the site. And if you're on YouTube, check the description below for a link to the site, and then you can go to the chords reference list, which actually shows you how to play all the chords which I use in the tutorials. Okay, so those are the chords, G, D, E minor, and C. The next thing I'm going to show you is the strumming pattern. So for those of you who are beginners and you're not comfortable with doing upstrokes, you can use this strumming pattern, which goes like this: down, 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 down. And the way that would sound if you're using it in the song is it would sound like this. And I can't stand to fly. Oh, I'm not that naive. Okay, so that's how the strumming pattern would sound with the song. The next thing, next strumming pattern I'll show you has an upstroke in it. So this is for those of you who are a bit more intermediate. So the way that strumming pattern goes is it goes like this: down, 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 down. Okay, so to use it in the song, it would sound like this. I can't stand to fly. No, I'm not that naive. Okay, so that's what it would sound like. So those are the chords, and that's the strumming pattern. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to put both of them together and sing and play through the entire song. Okay, so what I'm going to use is I'm going to use the second, more intermediate strumming pattern for the demonstration. If you're a beginner, please feel free to use just the downstroke version. And before I get into the song, I'd like to just quickly apologize if I make any mistakes or if I screw up the demonstration. But basically what you should take away from it is just watch my hands and try to get the rhythm of the song so that you understand where the chord changes happen and how the strumming is happening along with the song. Alright, so after that I'll step you through the entire song, show you where the chords fit with the lyrics, and we'll get to the end of the tutorial. Alright, so with that, just jumping into the demonstration, you start off the song with simple G, D, E minor, C chord progression, and then you get into the first verse. I can't stand to fly. I'm not that naive. Just out to find the better part of me. I'm more than a bird, I'm more than a plane, more than some pretty face beside a train. Oh, it's not easy to be me. I wish that I could cry, fall upon my knees, find a way to lie about a home I'll never see. It may sound absurd, but don't be naive. Even heroes have a right to bleed. I may be disturbed, but won't you concede? Even heroes have a right to dream. It's not easy to be me. Up ahead, away from me. It's alright, you can all sleep sound tonight. I'm not crazy or anything, and I can't stand to fly. Oh, I'm not that naive, and we're meant to ride clouds between their knees. I'm only a man in a silly red sheet, digging for kryptonite on this one-way street. Only a man in a funny red sheet, looking for special things inside of me, inside of me, inside of me, inside of me, inside of me. It's not easy to be me. Okay, so that's basically how the chords and the strumming pattern go together in the song. Alright, so so now what I'll do is I'll step you through the entire song just to explain a little better what chords are being pressed where in the song. So the song can be broken up into a couple of sections. You basically have your intro, your verses, and you have the chorus, okay, and you have the bridge. Okay, so 4 main parts. So as I mentioned before, for the intro, what you can play is just a simple G, D, E minor, C chord progression, okay, and then from there you go into the verse. So for most of the song, the chord progression which is used most often is G, D, E minor, and C. It's pretty much the dominant chord progression which is used throughout the entire song except in the bridge. Okay, so in the first verse, basically it starts with G, I can't stand to D, fly, then E minor, I'm not that nice, C, E, and then G, I'm just out to find D, the E minor, better part of, and then C, me, I'm more than a bird, and then you go into the chorus, I'm more than a bird, G, I'm more than a plane, D, more than some, E minor, pretty face, then C, beside a train, it's not G, easy to D, B, and then C, me. Alright, then from there you go into the next verse where it starts with G, I wish that I could cry, D, then E minor, fall upon my C, knees, then G, find a way to lie, D, bow the E minor, home I'll never, then C, C, and then you go to the second chorus. So each of the choruses are slightly different, so I'll just step you through each and every one of the choruses. So the second chorus is, it may sound absurd, G, but don't be naive, D. Even E minor heroes have the C. Right to bleed, I may be this G star, but won't you concede? Even E minor heroes have the C. Right to dream, it's not G. Easy to D, B, C, B. Alright, so from the second chorus, you actually play 2 additional chords to get into the bridge. So basically the last line of the second chorus, it's not easy to be me, and G, D, and then E minor into the bridge. Up, ahead, away. Alright, so it's not easy to be D, B, C, 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 G, D, E minor, up, ahead. Alright, then you go straight into the bridge where the E minor starts. So for the bridge, the chords which you use are E minor, so it starts with up, D, head, O, C, away from E minor, me, it's all D, right, you can G, all sleep, D, sound tonight, E minor, I'm not C, crazy, or any D thing. From here you go into the third verse where it's G, I can't stand to fly, D, then E minor, I'm not that nice, C, if, then G, men were meant to ride, D, then E minor, with clouds between them, then C, knees, I'm only a G, man in a silly red D, sheet, digging for E minor, kryptonite on this C, one-way street, only a G, man in a funny red D, sheet, looking for E minor, special things inside of me, inside, oh yeah, sorry, looking for E minor, special things inside of me, then C. And then from here, this part of the chorus is different from the other choruses. As I mentioned, the choruses are all different from each other. So this one you go, looking for special things inside of me, inside of G, me, then D, inside of me, E minor, and then C. Then you repeat the line again, inside of me, G, E, then D, E, inside of E minor, me, and then you play C, but this time you go, and then from here you just silent, you go, it's not easy to be, and then so it's not easy to be, you play not B, well you play D, it's not easy to D, me, and then you play C, me, then you end on G. Okay, so to make more sense of that, I'll just play it through. So inside of me, inside of me, then it's not easy to D, and then C, me, and then G, and you can end the song. So that's one way of ending the song. You can either end it right on G, like just go D, G, or you can end it D, C, G, whichever your preference is. Alright, so that's basically how the entire song is played. So we've reached the end of the tutorial, and I'll just give you some additional tips which I feel will be useful. So Let's see, what should I start with? Okay, so in this tutorial was done in the key of G, alright? And so basically what that means is if you try to use these chords to play it with the original version of the song, they wouldn't work together. They wouldn't sound right. So let's say you want to play along with the original version of the song, which is in the key of C. Okay, so if you want to do that and use the chords in this tutorial, what you're going to need is a capo, and you're going to need to clip it onto the 5th fret. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clip it to the 5th fret. So if you do that and you use the chords in this tutorial, you will be playing in the same key as the original song, which means if you do this, you can play along with the original song using these chords. Okay, so that's the first tip. The next tip is so for those of you who have some trouble, say, changing chords, you can't seem to change chords quick enough, and you have trouble just doing that. A few chords, I would recommend changing the chords which I've taught you in this tutorial with the following chords. Okay, so instead of using G, D, E minor, and C, you use G, D sustained 4, E minor 7, and C at 9. Okay, so just use those chords to replace the respective chords. So replace D with D sustained 4, replace E minor with E minor 7, and replace C major with C at 9. Okay, and G remains the same. And the reason why I recommend using these chords is because if you can observe, when I change chords like G to D sustained 4 to E minor 7 to C at 9, these two fingers don't move. You're only moving like these fingers here. So it makes it easier for you if you're a beginner to actually play the song and build up some dexterity in your hand to do chord changes. Okay, so this is like a simple trick you can use. Don't stick to it all the time, but it's a quick shortcut if, let's say, you really want to play a song and you just can't do the chord changes properly. Okay, so just a quick demo. If I were to use those chords in the song, it would sound like this. I can't stand to fly, E minor 7. I'm not that naive, C at 9. G, I'm just out to find, E sustained 4. The E minor 7 part of C at 9. Alright, so it sounds okay, it sounds pretty acceptable, and you can get away with it. And sometimes even sounds even better than the original chords. So just keep those chords in mind. G, D sustained 4, E minor 7, and C at 9. And if you didn't quite catch that, refer to the tutorial notes which are below if you're on the website, and if you're on YouTube, check the description for the link to the tutorial notes, and the chords will be listed there. And you have the chords reference list, which is on the right side of the LearnGuitarFastTips.com website. Okay, so let's see, any more tips? Well, alright, so I guess with that, basically, if you're a beginner and you still need a grasp, you need to practice more of the fundamentals, you still don't know how to hold the guitar properly, or you can't really press chords properly, or you've got problems with strumming, feel free to check out the free beginners guitar course which I have on the website. If you're on the website, look up, it's up there, the link's up there, so check out the free beginners guitar course. If you're on YouTube, check the description below, there's a link which says like free beginner guitar course, I think that's what it says, and so just click the link to that and it'll take you to the free course which is on the site. It's a really simple course which actually helps build your fundamentals so that you can go through the tutorials which I make. And also I have a list of all the song tutorials which I create. So the link is in the description below as well if you're on YouTube, and if you're on the site, it's up there on the top. It's up there on the top. I can't point further in this video, but it's up there on the top. So yeah, just check those out. So got the song tutorial, the free beginner guitar lessons, the chord reference list on the side, and just other good stuff on the site. So feel free to check out the LearnGuitarFastTips.com website. And also, finally, if you have any feedback or comments, or just want to say hey, or some song requests, feel free to leave a comment in the video below, either on the site or on YouTube, or to send me a personal message through the contact form on the site or on YouTube as well. So either one is fine, whichever way. So I always appreciate getting feedback and from you guys, because it helps me to actually improve these tutorials and make them more effective in terms of teaching you guys, and it also helps me think of new songs. So with that, thanks guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and that you find it useful and that helpful, and with that, keep practicing, and I look forward to seeing you in the next tutorial.